So, how many people are following us? 3? 4?
Not a single one.
That's annoying. I was hoping for a little escalation. Nothing more exhilarating than an out-of-control situation. The risk, the adrenaline, it's so engaging. Still, we should get going. My stomach is still upset, but I'm just gonna ignore it. Ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Good. Not much farther now anyway. So, I've been wondering, when you kill someone, what do you feel? I have to be honest, for me, it's an incredible high. Something to really savor. The light in their eyes flickers out, their bodies tremble, like slowly squashing a bug.
The way I feel about it depends on who I'm killing.
Oh, I see. Your aversion toward or affection for a given individual determines the level of violence you administer.
You really like to hear yourself talk, don't you?
Oh, I can't be silent!
Crappy fortifications. Practically anyone could walk through here in those days.
Right, as I was saying. Oh, I can't be silent anymore. Not when every word, every breath is a new experience dawning. But you make a good point. I'll hold my tongue for now. And that'll help me concentrate on moving forward. Nearly there. I feel sort of empty.
But you couldn't wait to leave a terrorist behind.
Yes, but who knows what awaits me now? It's getting harder and harder for me to stick to the local rules. How do you deal with that when you're forced to play a role?
I don't let anyone force me to do anything.
And the consequences be damned?
I don't worry about them until I have to.
Well, I think I understand what you're getting at. I'll keep mulling it over while we walk. That's basically all I wanted to tell you. The one thing that the depot can definitely offer is complete...
What's that thing doing here?
The one thing that the depot can definitely offer is complete safety. From external threats, anyway. No creatures, no vagrants.
There's no such thing as absolute safety.
I think I'm beginning to understand why you disappeared from the public eye back then. Nothing gets past our defenses. I guarantee it.
Those kinds of guarantees usually break when hit with cold, hard reality.
Actually, statistically speaking.
Spare me.
Sure, you might still be proven right. These constant attacks are taking their toll. Humans have a lot in common with that horde. They use brute numbers to overpower. Well, here we are. Your new home? Besides, I would be honored if you decided to rejoin our ranks. And I'm one of very few around here who can actually be pleased, so that's gotta count for something. Let's meet up again later. I've got something to take care of. Oh, don't forget the equipment I promised you.
Where can I find you?
If all goes as planned, I'll be at the Elex depot. Oh, speaking of which, this is for you. Normally we're all allotted fixed rations, but, well, don't ask any questions. Right, I'm running late. I'll see you later.
What took you so long?
Yeah, I had trouble in the crater. The fucking outlaws.
Not interested. Did you do what I told you?
Yeah, of course. Got a little extra, too. Here.
Don't think that will buy you favor. You've tested my patience too long. Go to the silos immediately and take your ration. Your inefficiency is unacceptable. It stops now.
It'll be done.
I need to keep going. Skibor's back.
You don't say. I just question how much you had to do with that.
He would have never gotten here without me. I was with him the whole time.
If that's true, Skibor will confirm it. Damn it. What the hell was that? Let's go. Everybody follow me.
Albs. Never thought I'd find myself here. Without an Alb's head on my blade, I mean.
You should probably keep it down.
Hey, don't be that way.
What happened? Answer!
I don't know.
I want answers.
Skibor. He was the last one to...
To what?
He was here. To get his Elex, and then there was this huge bang, and...
That does it. Make sure everyone gets back to work. I'll take it from here.
Yes, ma'am.
Straight answer, now. Is this your work? Did you come here to further attack us?
What? I was with you when it happened.
Don't treat me like a fool. You turn up out of the blue after years away, escorting one of our agents. Then the agent in one of our silos are blown up. Coincidence? Unlikely.
Give me a break. What would I stand to gain from all that?
More than Skibor. We can scrape him off the floor while you stand here and deny it all.
I'm just as confused as you are.
If you're really not connected to this, it's in your own interest to give me answers. So get to it. Investigate everything. I want to find out exactly what happened. I have to report to Elex II. I want your report in an hour. Go!
What the hell? There's nothing to see here.
But the Elex. What about our rations?
It's taken care of.
Who? And when?
Commander Orisa, and now stop with the questions. The agents will sort everything out. All you need to care about is work. Come on, let's go. What do you want?
Who are you?
My name is Zell. I guard the silo against tampering.
You don't seem to be doing a very good job.
Are you questioning my effectiveness? Maybe you're right. This incident will have consequences. I'll ask for reinforcements to make sure it never happens again.
What else? What do you get up to when things aren't blowing up?
I make sure nobody steals Elex.
Thieves?
We've had a number of thefts. The hybrid and its ambitious plans are a thing of the past. Elex is in high demand. Albs stealing from each other. I never thought I'd see the day. Everyone gets their ration. I don't understand why some people aren't happy with it.
Maybe they want more so they don't have to deal with their emotions.
I expect that's it. I'm still not sure if this social structure is really right for us. Maybe it's just going to take time for everyone to get used to their Elex rations.
Can I get a ration of Elex here too?
Not from me. I'm only authorized to let people go to the silos if they already have a permit. Public distribution of Elex is handled in the soldiers sector, just below the silos. Go talk to Commander Knox. He'll tell you whether you're entitled to any or not.
Can you tell me more about the explosion?
It was huge. It knocked me on my back.
What happened just before the silo went up?
The same thing I told Commander Orisa. Skibor wanted to pick up his Elex ration. And just a couple minutes after I let him pass, everything went boom.
Had he been acting suspicious?
No. And he wasn't carrying anything that could account for the size of that explosion. I would have noticed a device capable of causing this immediately.
Could someone have planted a bomb in the silo before?
Out of the question. The entire area is continuously monitored.
Someone or something must have caused the explosion.
I don't understand it either. There's no logical or plausible explanation. That's all I can tell you.
Do you have the information I asked for?
I can't tell you exactly what happened at the silo, but everything points to a bomb attack.
You don't say. And next, you're gonna tell me Skibor was the perp.
That is a possibility, yeah. I also discovered metal near his remains that wasn't from the silo.
Strange metal. That certainly suggests there might be something to your bomb theory. But I need more solid evidence. Alexander Azok wants facts. You will provide them.
Does this mean you finally trust me?
Yes, of course. Why should I doubt your abilities?
Because you've done it before.
Irrelevant. Possible emotional fluctuations of my personality are not the subject of the investigation. Now that's been settled, you should finish what you started.
Good. Where do we go from here?
The evidence from the silo has not delivered sufficient results. We need a new reference point.
What about Skibor's past? Maybe we'll find some answers there.
Maybe we won't. Our agents enjoy certain privileges. Questioning them would mean certain consequences.
I don't give a damn about privileges. If I'm doing this, it's gonna be on my terms.
Very well. Time is short. I'm prepared to make an exception. You are hereby given permission to inspect his accommodation before we lose another silo.
Where were Skibor's quarters?
The agent's sector, obviously.
What are you doing here? You're interrupting an ongoing investigation.
You got a name?
Zarek. And now that that's settled, you can leave.
If anyone has to go, it's you. I'm here at Arissa's request.
Arissa? That changes things. We're on the same team then. I guess we'll both be searching for whoever's behind the destruction of the silo.
Arissa never mentioned you.
That makes sense. Elex II gave me the assignment. He wants to step up the investigation so he and Commander Arissa are working in parallel to solve this one quickly. But I'm about at the limit of what I can do alone. How about we cooperate?
All right, we'll work together.
Excellent. I've already gathered some information.
And what have you found out so far?
So far, I've found no indication of Skibor's involvement. This accommodation is not significantly different from the others. Same furniture, same equipment. With one exception, the safe. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to open it yet.
Well, if your arms are like wet noodles, it's no wonder.
You need more than sheer brawn to deal with this thing. But you'd also need a certain degree of intelligence to realize that. I levered off a locking mechanism designed to prevent intruders from entering a code. Trouble is, I don't know the damn code.
Well, maybe it can be hacked.
It can't. I already checked. We're not leaving till that goddamn thing's open.
I found an audio log that might give us a clue.
Respect. I must have missed that. But what makes you think it contains the code?
Because it involves a random series of numbers.
What were those numbers?
10, 32, 13, 57, 19, 48, 23. But I've got a feeling that the message is incomplete.
Not random. These are times. And I know what numbers are missing.
How the hell could you?
These are the exact times Skibor received his Elex rations. It was my job to calculate them for him. The missing number is 14, and I'm pretty sure that if the other 3 numbers don't do the trick, the last one will open the door. Check it out, then we'll know if I was right.
Skibor's safe is open.
So, what was in it?
Cleric clothing. Does that mean anything to you?
No. It raises a lot more questions. But I want to take a closer look. There must be some kind of clue in there.
Here, knock yourself out.
Interesting.
Huh? What have you found?
Traces of Elex, and there shouldn't be any. Skibor's rations were specially packed, and he consumed them with the seal intact.
Really? Why?
It was necessary to maintain the change he was going through. You accompanied Skibor to the depot, right?
Yeah, so what?
Did you get a chance to look at his stuff on the way over? Did he take any Elex with him? Elex that wasn't sealed?
Yeah, before I went into the depot, he gave me some.
Weird. This whole thing is becoming increasingly complicated. In any case, we should report our find. Arissa's bound to be tearing her hair out already. I got this one. Follow me. Commander Arissa, the investigations at Skibor's quarters have been completed.
Then go run to Azok or get the hell out of my way. It's not you I want to report from.
I think it's imperative that I present the results.
That's gonna have to wait. I need to talk with the man next to you. Why are you working with one of Azok's scouts? You weren't instructed to do that.
Zarek was in Skibor's quarters before me.
That is a lie. I arrived just in time to stop him from destroying important evidence.
Are you sure that's what I was about to do?
His reaction speaks for itself. The best thing would be to remove him from the depot.
Oh yeah, you'd really like that, wouldn't you?
Quiet! What evidence are you talking about?
I found a cleric's uniform in Skibor's safe. I also found out he was dealing Elex illegally. His supplier is standing in front of you, by the way. The situation is clear. Skibor was a double agent and Jax was his accomplice.
The situation is I'm about to kick your ass.
Enough! I'm interested in facts, not allegations. Go to Azok immediately and await further orders.
But...
Dismissed!
Yes, Commander.
I expect you to carry out my orders to the letter this time. No more complications.
Zarek's trying to set me up. You see that, right?
I'm not interested in your petty shit. You don't understand what's at stake, do you? You know what happens if the depot falls? If these endless attacks break our morale? We're barely holding against the invaders as it is. Without our resistance, it's not just Ignadon that will fall. Everything will. The security of this base guarantees everyone's safety, including yours.
I did what you wanted. What else do you want?
I want you to stay on the case. Zarek's approach is flawed. He's unfocused and jumps to the wrong conclusions. The purpose of the attack, who's behind it, we need to know exactly what happened. Whether or not Skibor was in possession of illegal Elex is insignificant compared to our larger problems.
If people keep putting obstacles in my way, we're gonna get nowhere.
You will manage. You managed to find a lead before. With that in mind, I'm ordering that your cooperation be continued. You'll use your vast experience and go to the clerics under Zarek's command. If Skibor really was a double agent, we'll find some evidence of that at their base.
Understood. I'll find out if the clerics are involved.
Together. Zarek will be keeping an eye on you. You keep an eye on him. Guard! As long as Jax remains in the depot, you will not leave his side. He is to set off immediately with Zarek for the clerics.
Yes, Commander.
I don't need a fucking babysitter.
And I don't need any more complications. Get out of here. Go and talk to Zarek.
You heard the Commander. Let's go.
Huh, okay. Never mind.
I'm looking for Zarek.
Yes. He told me what happened. They say you have been of little assistance. What exactly do you want from him?
I'm going to go with him to the clerics. They may be connected to the attack on the silo.
I assume Commander Arissa ordered this. I'm releasing him for this purpose on that basis. Search the Collector's sector for him. He was going there to investigate something.
Go on, get out of here. Off to the Collectors with you.
I never intended to do otherwise.
Good. This order is to be carried out immediately. So get going.
So we meet again.
Yeah, so what?
You owe me a goddamn explanation.
And you're in my way. What are you doing here anyway?
Arissa ordered us to infiltrate the clerics.
Has she lost her fucking mind?
I don't like it any more than you do.
Ugh. Having to stand by a traitor and a murderer.
You don't like it? Take it up with Arissa. I've had enough of your shit anyway.
You know as well as I do that it's more than your life's worth to defy her orders. Did she say anything else?
Yeah. That you're in command of the mission.
Nothing else would have made sense. Get your gear in shape before we leave. I won't be sharing ammo with you on the way. Once you've got everything, meet me at the south exit.
My work is done. Our safety depends on your success, remember that.
Does this mean I'm finally rid of you?
It means you're supposed to get stuck in. Go get your gear and get the hell out of here.
Now are you gonna tell me why you tried to pull that shit with me and Orisa?
I had my reasons.
Oh yeah?
Listen, the only thing we've got in common is the mission. Nothing else.
If I can't trust you, our cooperation is worthless.
I just can't stand you. Is that clear? Anything else?
Am I supposed to just take that from you?
Take it or leave it. You've certainly taken the joy out of our triumph. We could have been kings of the world. Instead, everyone who's ever mattered to me is rotting in the ground. For me, that's reason enough to expose your oh-so-special efficiency for what it really is. Nonsense.
What did you want from the collectors?
Answers.
Did they have anything to do with the attack?
Don't worry your empty little head about it.
Let's get this over with.
All right. Let's get out of here then.
So, what's your plan?
You'll find out soon enough. Until then, you follow my instructions and shut up. Do you know the cleric's base of operations?
Yeah.
Then your value to this mission has just increased.
Why?
I'm making statements, not opportunities for your stupid questions. Come on, move it. We'll go around the side of the mountain. Trying to cross it is far too dangerous.
That's gonna slow down our mission.
It'll keep us alive. Come on, move it, and keep it quiet. You don't need to stomp around like a rot boar. Stay close to my side and watch out for any moving shadows. I don't want any surprises.
Why are we stopping?
Just a feeling. We need to get the lay of the land. I'll go on ahead. You follow a short way behind. Keep a low profile. Watch yourself. A troll makes less noise than you.
You don't say. What is it now?
2 clerics up ahead. Dead by the looks of it.
All I see is a few animals.
We're gonna have to get rid of those crystal rats before we get anywhere near the bodies.
No problem.
I'll go ahead. There's a body missing.
What makes you say that?
These 2 are scouts. They move in 3s.
What the fuck were the clerics doing here?
Looking for resources. We've been eating into their territory, so they've been struggling for supplies. But it was a necessary move for us.
Necessary? Why?
Ignadon is of great strategic importance. The clerics would never be able to defend this region against these invaders.
And you're sure of that?
They couldn't stop us. How could they stop them? When you look at it like that, they're lucky we drove them off. Whatever. Let's focus on finding the 3rd scout.
What do you hope to gain from this?
Confirmation of my hunch that whoever did this is a completely new enemy. So you're gonna help me follow up on this lead, or you need another lesson?
After you.
Not so fast. Take whatever you can use from here. The attackers had no interest in equipment. We can take advantage of that.
I'll be right back.
Dead. That's what I thought. His injuries were probably too severe. You've dealt with the clerics before. What led to their collapse? Not that I mind, of course. I'm just interested.
Their faith was their downfall.
Faith. I'll never understand the madness behind that word. There's nothing more we can do here. Let's... ambush! Down! Interesting fighting style. Looks like you haven't forgotten everything.
That's high praise, coming from you.
Just stating facts. If we hadn't beaten back the invaders, their plan might have worked.
What plan?
The trap was for the clerics. The loss of their scouts wouldn't have gone unnoticed for very long. Their rear guard wouldn't have survived the ambush. They would have been destroyed one by one. But we were an unknown variable. That's the only reason it didn't work. But let's clear the way and do it on the double. They've underestimated our strength once. I don't think they'll do it again. Caracas is unsafe terrain. That incident with the Strange Ones shows this all too clearly. We'll have time to rest when we reach the cleric's base. But until then, let's go for it. Just so we understand each other, we don't use violence against the clerics, all right? No matter what problems we encounter. Getting hold of information has absolute priority.
Why are you telling me that?
What's that thing?
We need to find out how involved the clerics were in the attack on our silo, and their intent. The dead don't talk. Remember that. The number of skirmishes doesn't seem to be dropping off. Over there! Rock dragons!
Let's just go around them.
Our options are limited if we want to keep to the timetable. Apart from that, I'm not really sure about how good they are at picking up scents. Taking them out doesn't pose any significant risk. The probability of us losing a fight against this lot is in the region of 0. I prefer these creatures to that purple horde. Their attacks are predictable, and that makes them a lot easier to fight. It's a flaw in their instincts.
And now, the rock dragons are finished.
Yeah, but I still feel something that could be described as dissatisfaction.
Didn't I deal with those critters fast enough?
We're supposed to clear up the big things, yet we keep stumbling over the small things. I have to optimize our route. Fortunately, I know of an alternative that should speed up our progress.
And that would be?
You'll see. Now let's go. Our goal is drawing closer. Now for my alternative. We go through the mountain. This path should be relatively free of any danger. At least it was the last time I tried it.
A shortcut?
A life insurance policy. Inside the mountain we'll be safe from further incidents. Let's hit the road. But stay close. Better safe than sorry. Facilities like this often end up as connecting roads for primitive means of transportation. Luckily, we elves don't need archaic human devices.
You do realize we're on foot, don't you?
I'd prefer a raider, but circumstances don't allow it. Look out. Someone's coming. Get in position.
What are you doing here?
You deal with it. My expertise with people is limited.
Hey, I asked you something. Who are you and where you from?
Who are you?
I'm Veronica. Now answer my question.
We're gonna go see the clerics.
Really? That's so. A human with an alb. Not every day you see that. Buzz'll be delighted to meet ya.
Buzz? Who's that?
Our leader. And you're in luck. He just got back. We're a band of traveling merchants. We use this place as a base of operations. Usually we just do business on the road, but since we got guests, we can let them stock up on equipment here. Don't worry, we don't judge. Not even against Alps. You'll find we're very accepting of everyone. Tell your companion and then follow me.
Can we trust her?
I don't trust her any more than I trust you.
Which would mean no.
You wanted to go this way.
That hasn't changed either.
Let's keep going then.
Good. I'll keep a low profile. You go first.
You're the first guests here. Things are a bit messy, but whatever.
Where are you from?
Most of us were a part of Baxter's old gang, but then he went legit and started playing Mayor of the Crater, so we left. We didn't want any part of his junkyard utopia in the crater, so we left and came here.
Who told you about this place?
It was written on some paper from the old world. Took us a while to figure out what we'd be dealing with here. Then it all happened super fast. Pack up our shit and chase the vermin. That's pretty much it.
Looks like you're a long way from home, friends. Pleased to meet you. I'm Buzz. I run this little sanctuary for wayward souls. Now, what can we do for you?
Tell me about you and your people.
Well, I'm sure Veronica gave you most of the details, so here's the short version. We're a group of outcasts, refugees, and others who've been exiled. We're mercenaries who found a safe haven here. Now, I'll ask you again. What do you want from us?
I'm looking for new gear. Do you have any?
Yeah, we do. We got all types of fresh new stuff. What are you looking for? So the question is, can you afford it or not?
What's the going rate?
Let's make a deal. Look, forget what I said about gear. We are in need of some armor ourselves. Your friend here is pretty quiet, but he's got something I could make use of. If he's willing to part with his armor, I'll let you pass. Oh, it's a generous offer. I recommend you take it. Because you two won't get out of here otherwise. Not with all your limbs, that is.
We're not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with us.
Are you trying to scare me, candy ass? No, you're full of shit.
Wanna bet?
I'm not as dumb as I look. But neither are you. Look, I've got a business to run and a reputation to maintain. I gotta clean out your pockets. It's the least I can do. And you've got a whole lot of shards in those pockets. So make me an offer I can't say no to, and I'll let you pass. If you can't bear to part with some shards, you'll be digging your own grave.
Here. Now tell your lackeys to back off.
Okay, that's a good deal. I'll take it. Even if I would have liked the armor better. Not much I can do about it, though. I'm sure we'll catch another alb in our web sooner or later, huh?
So we have your word that you'll let us go?
Yeah, just this once. But if I see either one of you again, you'll be shot down before you know what hit you. Keep that in mind when you're leaving the tunnel. Now get the fuck out of my face.
Was he satisfied with the Elexit?
Sure looks that way.
I would have preferred to eliminate him and his gang. We're done here. Let's move out. The clerics are within range, but first we need to clarify something. Why did you take my side? After all, it wasn't about your armor. If I were you, I would have met the Reaver's terms without hesitation.
On principle, I don't abandon my partners.
Not even me? Huh. Interesting. Let's concentrate on our mission again. It's not far now. We're at our destination. The cleric's base lies before us. This is where we part ways.
You're relieving me of command?
Temporarily, yes. Since the clerics are hardly likely to let me into their base, you'll take over that part. Listen, I found an ID card in Skibor's cleric uniform. Show it to the guard at the gate. It's a checkpoint. They'll certainly be able to do something with it. Depending on how they react, you adjust your behavior. Remember, our goal is to find out if Skibor was responsible for the attack on the clerics.
And what are you going to do in the meantime?
I'll wait for you to engage the guard in conversation, then slip in undetected. If you don't succeed, maybe I will. But there's one thing you shouldn't forget. Whatever happens, don't let the clerics know on whose behalf you're traveling. If you're exposed, it could compromise our mission and the trail goes cold. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Keep to yourself the news that those scouts are dead. You only play that trump card when it's needed.
Have you seen this ID card before?
Wait, isn't that... You need to talk to Hagen. I suggest you find him right away. Here, take this back.
What can you tell me about this?
Where did you get it?
I found it. Now answer my question.
It does look familiar, but I want to make absolutely certain there's no mix-up on my part. I need to confirm that the name on this card is the same one I'm thinking of. And to do that, I need a particular log from the production hall. Bring it to me, and then we'll talk.
What exactly is in that production log?
You really want to spend all day going back and forth about this? Just go and get it. Talk to Kino. He works there. He'll know where to find it.
Hagen sent me. You're supposed to give me a production log.
Right, of course. Well, good thing you came to me. Without my key, you would have turned the place upside down and never found it. It's in my chest. As a precaution, don't want anyone with sticky fingers picking it up and getting it all... you know.
Great. Anything else?
Give the key to Hagen, as well as the production log. I'll get it back from him later.
Did you know that some Reavers have set up camp nearby?
That's not possible. I would have received word.
That depends on how good they are at hiding. The way into their base is on the northern flank of the mountain.
You're talking about the old tunnel system. I knew someone or something had settled there. I assumed it was just some local wildlife. Have they been dealt with?
It's still a work in progress.
I can't spare anyone to go after those degenerates right now. Nor can I justify assigning anyone. Not like the Reavers are exactly storming our walls. But if you want to go play pest control, be my guest. I would show you the appropriate gratitude.
Are you all right? You seem a little, frustrated.
You think? Most of those I command would rather shirk their duty than carry it out. Our scouts have gone AWOL, but that's not your concern. Did you get the production log?
Here.
Good. I'll put that straight in the trash where it belongs. Now, answer me this. Other than the production log, did you, take anything else away with you? A legsit from Kino's chest, for example?
So the production log was just bait.
Obviously. Now answer me and I'll explain. Did you steal the Elexit out of Kino's chest or not?
Nope. Not even one measly shard.
I'm surprised to hear that. I expected otherwise. Now, I owe you an answer. You wanted to know more about the ID card. This card was given to a man who spent some time here a while ago. Like you, he came in from the outside. He settled quickly here, knew his stuff when it came to technology. That's why I assigned him to Kino. A big mistake. Wasn't long before he stole from us and then disappeared.
What did he take?
Metal mostly, and a handful of screws. No idea what he was planning. I'm hoping you can tell me a little more.
He used the things he stole to make a bomb.
A bomb? That low-life sack of hammered shit. Just so we're clear, we had nothing to do with any bomb. If you find this man, send him to me. He deserves to face my wrath.
I could send you a piece of him. Would that do? Sending all of him would be almost impossible.
Huh. In that case, forget it. But I do have another request. If on your travels you happen to run into anyone with leadership potential, please send them my way. As you know, our forces are being stretched extremely thin. We need reinforcements, and soon. I would view such a service as a personal favor.
I'll keep it in mind.
That's all I ask.
And? Were you able to prove that the clerics were involved in the attack?
No. It looks like Skibor just stole their metal.
Then he deceived not only us, but them as well.
Yeah. We won't get anywhere with the clerics. What did you find out?
Not much, I thought. But thanks to your information, it could look different. Did you run into an outlaw dealer in there?
Could be. Why do you ask?
Unlike you, I haven't found a safe way in. But out here I observed two outlaws approaching the castle. Which sounds uninteresting, but may well have something to do with our case. They were sent to sell metal to the clerics.
How the hell do you know that?
I overheard them. So let's sum up the results. Here's the way I see it. Skibor takes advantage of his position and steals the metal. He goes to the outlaws and gets the bomb made. And all the metal that was left over, they wanted to hawk to the clerics again. Not exactly subtle, but certainly cunning.
So the outlaws are our next target.
Exactly. We still don't know how Skibor smuggled the bomb or his motivation, but I'm sure we'll find answers in the crater. If you got business here, get to it now. Otherwise, we'll leave.
I'm ready.
Good. I'll sync the coordinates with my adjutor. Then we'll teleport there. Or did you think we were going to walk all that way?
Couldn't we have saved ourselves the trip to the clerics then?
You mean because I knew the coordinates of the castle? Well, I was hoping you'd take off while we were on the road. I was sure you wouldn't accept my command. How wrong can a person be? Besides, I have to admit your help has proven to be extremely useful.
Well, thank you very much.
Our differences have been settled. No need to hold a grudge. Well, shall we?
We shall.
Let's turn the crater upside down and get the answers.
So, what do we do?
Our target is an outlaw named Viper. The two outlaws I shadowed mentioned him. And if I'm not mistaken, he's the one Skibor got the bomb from. I'll take the north of the city, you take the south. Objections?
Why don't we search together?
As our mission to the clerics has been quite fruitful, we'll proceed in a similar way here. But don't go talking to just any random nobody. You need to specifically target people who have a lot of contact with others. Start with a gate guard. If you get to him before I do, put him through the ringer. You can do that without me. Everything will become clear soon. I can feel it.
What are you looking at me for? There's a whole city to see.
You don't need to know who I am or anything?
Well, I know you're not one of those purple-ass freaks. You don't need to bribe me, and I don't have anything to tell you. So buzz off.
Are you sure you've got the right job? Gate guard doesn't seem like your speed.
What'd you expect? Random ass kicking? Who's got time for that shit? Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your spending money.
You're giving me Elexit? Just like that?
Not me. It's Hector's orders. Every visitor gets a happy little chunk of change. I don't know what he was smoking when he came up with that one. Well, you could thank him in person, but that'd mean dragging your sorry ass all the way to the upper district, and that's closed right now.
How do I get to the upper district?
You got legs? Use them.
What do I have to do to get in?
That's way above my pay grade. If I knew that, I wouldn't be standing around here.
You're not really much of a help.
Go talk to Xander. He's guarding the entrance.
I'm looking for Viper.
He expecting you?
Nope. Now where is he?
No fucking clue. Doesn't show his face out here much these days. But you're better off not finding him. He's a character. Really in a class of his own.
Hey.
100 shards a day, and there's a discount for a week or more. You bear the risk. You won't get compensation if there's an accident.
Conditions understood. Now maybe tell me what they're for exactly?
I see I gotta start from the beginning with you. I'm the guy who's gonna make you invincible.
Seems like a pretty big claim.
I drink like a fish, smoke like a chimney, my gun's got more dings than a ripper's got teeth. But I'm still here, still breathing. So, are we in business?
Do you have a name?
I prefer not to. A name is like blood. It just sticks to you and attracts vultures. One little slip-up, and it's on someone's shit list. But your ass can't get sunburned if you stay in the shade.
Pack your stuff. You're hired.
I think there's been some sort of misunderstanding, brother. You handle the dirty work yourself, but I can show you how it's done. I'll train you and sell you enough stuff to survive out there more than a day. I've told you my daily and weekly rates, so have we got a deal?
I doubt you can teach me anything new.
Gotcha. You're in the business yourself. A pro, so to speak. Listen, pal. You can always learn. Might be a cliche, but it's true. I'm sure I know a couple of tricks that could save your ass. And if not, hey, you've still got the goods.
Whoa. Didn't notice you there. So, how can I help? If you're looking for information, you'd be better off sourcing it from some other place. I don't know my way around the Pushers District all that well.
What are you doing here?
I'd rather keep that to myself. You understand. Let's just focus on how I can help you. I have goods to trade. Why not take a look? Maybe you'll find something you can use.
The outlaws don't give you any trouble?
No. I'm under a kind of, special protection. It means I don't have to worry about suddenly being attacked or anything like that. I'm not saying I can take liberties, of course. I just put in a little effort to ensure I don't attract too much unwanted attention. But enough about that. You still want to buy something, right? If so, better do so before someone else does.
I'm looking for an outlaw. Goes by the name of Viper.
I don't really know him. I've only met him briefly. I had an audience with Baxter. Viper arrived shortly after me, but left again almost immediately. I haven't seen him around since. But this place is such a maze that it's easy to miss people. Sorry I couldn't be any more help to you.
Well, thanks for the information anyway.
Hey, mister, you looking for someone?
I mean, I am. But how do you know that?
None of your beeswax. But I'll help you find him for 1,000 shiny ones.
All right. Now start talking, kid.
Oof, I can't carry this much.
You wanted 1,000 shards, you got 1,000 shards.
You're a big old stupid head. They're way too heavy. I don't want them anymore.
So, you gonna help me anyway?
Yeah, okay. My daddy knows the guy you're looking for.
Does your daddy have a name?
He does, but you gotta guess it. It's no fun if you don't guess.
Okay, give me a clue.
He's the most important man in the whole crater.
Baxter is your daddy?
Not him. My daddy makes sure no one goes thirsty.
You're talking about Mick, the innkeeper.
Bingo! Hey, you're smarter than you look.
Thanks, kid. You were a big help.
Don't tell him I snitched. He'd get angry.
You got my word.
I gotta go now. See you around somewhere, maybe.
That's good.
Bullshit. You know who Viper is.
How? How do you know? God damn it. That little hussy's running her mouth again, ain't she?
That's none of your business.
There ain't nothing but trouble with that one. I swear.
Lay a hand on her, and you'll be in much bigger trouble.
All right, relax. I ain't gonna hurt her. It's just that if certain things reach the wrong people, my ass is grass, you know? Then there won't be no one around to take care of her. But that's my problem. We're talking about Viper. I do some work for him, delivering some stuff now and again, little jobs here and there, nothing major.
Was that so hard? Why didn't you tell me that in the first place?
Because you piss him off and he won't let you forget it. Ever. That's why. I ain't so comfortable with this. What do you want from him?
I want to meet him. Can you arrange that?
You sure are demanding, fella. He's gonna ask questions. What do I tell him when he asks why you want to meet?
We have a mutual friend, Skibor.
All right, fine. I'll tell him. Wait till tomorrow night. I'll let you know if the meeting's still on.